Oh my god. How are we feeling about this year's music? Because I feel like this past year's release of music has been one of the best we've had in a long time. We have Brat, Cowboy Carter, Hit Me Hard and Soft, Eternal Sunshine, even classic songs like Pink Pony Club, Not Like Us, Espresso, Birds of a Feather. So many culture defining pieces of art that are going to be dissected and awarded this Grammy season. Really quick, comment your favorite album or a song that you particularly like and feel as though needs to be acknowledged. Also, if you could like this video or engage with it in any way, shape, or form, it really helps my videos a lot. If you don't know who I am, my name is Rusenica. I talk about anything casual or monumental in relation to life's events, anything that's happening in society and culture. I like to dissect and talk about and get feedback on. So we're going to be talking everything Grammy related for this one. The Grammys are incredibly monumental to artists, but I feel like for normal people, they're casual conversations, but they do monumentally impact our society and our culture. It's just so important to experience the expression and joy and ultimately the connection that music provides us. So as much as the Grammys should not, define your value as an artist, I think it also does shape kind of like what the taste is for what we enjoyed as of this past year. But let's make no mistake, the Grammys are going to piss everyone off because we all feel like they never do it right, right? Like how could they do it right every single time? Is that even possible? I don't know. So many of our favorite artists are constantly snubbed or they feel snubbed. So the Grammys is such an interesting view into how we award the people that we would like to see awarded, but at the same time, how we uplift those who we feel like deserve more that they have not gotten. As a creative myself, I think that your power should come from your art and the people that connect with your art and not be defined by your accolades. But unfortunately, the Grammys do add some external value into your artistry. That's just like the prestige of having a Grammy, the prestige of having a Grammy nomination is something that we recognize as valuable. So I'm going to give some predictions. They're probably going to be really disappointing because I literally am only going to be reviewing the things that I am familiar with. I don't know anything else about best techno album, best producer, best whatever. So most of the categories I'm going to be looking at are going to be related to pop. There's not a lot. I'm not doing the whole entire Grammy list. I'm only doing the ones I'm familiar with. If you want to look at somebody who's going to go through the whole entire list, go watch Troy or something. Most important, in my opinion, is best album. This year, I feel like has a lot of weight because I have a specific person who I would like to win. And this person has been very vocal about their disappointment in not getting. It's Beyonce, okay? I don't know why I'm trying to hint at this. I feel like I'm trying to hint at this because I feel like there are certain people that are going to look at me and be like, yeah, of course you want Beyonce to be best album. Of course, you're such a little brainless Beyonce stan. No. I'll get into it later when we go through album by album. If you also want to take a look around my channel, I've reacted to a bunch of albums this year. I've reacted to Eternal Sunshine. I've commented on Cowboy Carter. I listened to the Tortured Poets Department, even though I didn't think I was going to like it. I also took Hit Me Hard and Soft and really enjoyed it. I have my own biases and my own preferences. If I express an opinion that doesn't necessarily align with yours, just recognize I'm not trying to insult you or give judgment to you. I'm just informed by my own experiences and my own preferences. I'm going to be spicy and say who I think should win, who likely will win, and who should not win from each of these categories. So, record of the year. The options are Now and Then by the Beatles, which I listened to, and I didn't even know that that was a thing that they put out in 2023. I didn't know the Beatles was being nominated for anything. Texas Hold'em by Beyonce, Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter, 360 by Charli XCX, Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish, Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar, Good Luck Babe, Chaperone, Fortnite, Taylor Swift featuring Post Malone. Who I think should win? I kind of want Good Luck Babe to win. I think that Good Luck Babe should win because, like, of all of these, I kind of feel like Chapel is somebody, when we talk about like defining the culture, Chapel is somebody who has really spoke into the culture. And Good Luck Babe, I feel like it's just personally my favorite, the one that I feel like expresses such a great raw emotion, but is such a bop at the same time. Who I think is gonna, or me even 360. Actually, God, because that's actually such a good song too. I'm everywhere. I'm so Julia. What the hell? No, I'm gonna say Good Luck Babe, who I think should win, who likely will win, who I think the Grammys is gonna pick based off literally nothing. I think Birds of a Feather is gonna win, just because Birds of a Feather just seems to get like all of these accolades, and I think it's a good song. But should it get Record of the Year? I don't think so, but I think that that's who we're gonna go with. You know what I mean? Who should not win? You know, I'm gonna say Now and Then, but then also Texas Hold'em. Of all the records we could have put Record on the Year, like, I love Beyonce with my whole chest, dude. But I don't think Texas Hold'em should win. I think that song got annoying very quickly. A lot of pop songs get annoying very quickly, but that was a special type of like, oh my God. I am I missing out on giving commentary on Not Like Us? Because that also really was, I said what I said. Song of the Year, Bar Song by Shabuzi, Birds of a Feather, Billie Eilish, Die with a Smile, Lady Gaga, and who was that little fellow's name? Bruno Mars. Fortnite by Taylor Swift, and I'm just gonna list off the songs. You don't need to hear about the artists. Good Luck Babe, Not Like Us, Please, 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 Texas Hold'em. Song of the Year. Also, what is the difference between Song of the Year and a Record of the Year? Somebody please let me know so I don't have to do the digging myself. I'm so lazy. I can just walk myself to Google and find out. You know what? Since I didn't give Not Like Us its specific props in the last one Record of the Year, I want it to be Not Like Us. The way that that caused conversation, the way that that gets everybody hype, the way that that is a song that everybody knows the context behind, I think deserves to be Song of the Year. So that's who I think should win. Who I think will likely win. It's gonna be between, like, honestly, like, it could even be Chapel. It could be Good Luck Babe. It'll probably also be Birds of a Feather. Like, Billie Eilish be taking home these Grammys, and a lot of them are well deserved, but it's also kind of like, I don't think it should. I don't think it should. You know. Okay, so we got Best New Artist. Oh, Benson Boone, who I listened to because of this list that came out. He's the one that's like, those beautiful things, those beautiful things. I'm dying. Sabrina Carpenter, Doechii. Oh my God, I would cry. I'll cry if Doechii wins. I don't even know how to pronounce this. Kruenme. I will correct myself later, but this person. Krungbin, I don't know. Ray, that's also somebody who deserves so many props. Chaperone and Shabuzi. Imagine it's Shabuzi. I'm not laughing because I'm like, I don't take him seriously, but I'm laughing because in comparison to this list, I don't think that that's that I don't know. To me, it's truly just between Sabrina Carpenter, Benson Boone, and Doechii. And Chapel, dude. Who I think it should be? Chapel. I hate that I said that because I really love Doechii. Dude, like, I really love Doechii. My friend introduced me to Doechii in college, and ever since then, I'm hooked. Also, she puts in the creative work. She's just so captivating, so interesting, so raw, so creative. Just everything that you would want out of like a new artist that is so intriguing. Honestly, I'm tied between Doechii and Chapel, actually. Who I think should win is a combination of Doechii and Chapel. Because I think that Chapel also is somebody who's like, that girl went from 0 to 100 and deserves that recognition. Like, she is the best new artist of the year in my heart. But at the same time, I want Doechii to be. So, who will likely win? Sabrina Carpenter. I think it's gonna be Sabrina Carpenter. I don't know. Who should not win? Shabuzi. Why did that take me a minute? Like, I didn't just know. That man should not be winning. Also, I missed Teddy Swims. I completely missed him off the list. Oh, I'm so sorry, Teddy. I've never listened to a day of your music. I'm so sorry. Best solo performance: Bodyguard, Beyonce, Espresso, Sabrina Carpenter, Apple, Charlie XCX. Fun fact: my husband thought that Charlie XCX was a guy. Never listened to a Charlie XCX song in his life. Just heard the name and thought that was a man. He also thought that Alicia Keys was white. A white sheltered man. Birds of a Feather, Billie Eilish, Good Luck Babe, Chappell Roan. Best solo performance: I think it should be Apple. I think it will be Espresso. Who I think should not get it, bruh, that's a difficult. This is a disturbing list. Let me just say Birds of a Feather, because honestly, the thing is she's already been so awarded for Birds of a Feather. Best pop duo / group performance: Us, Gracie Abrams and Taylor Swift, featuring Taylor Swift. Levi's Jeans, Beyonce, Post Malone. Guess by Charlie XCX and Billie Eilish. The Boy Is Mine, Ariana Grande, Brandy, and Monica. And Die With a Smile, Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. Who I think it should be is Levi's Jeans. The song is so beautiful. Like, I wanted to say Die With a Smile because I really liked that. I could listen to Levi's Jeans a million times and not get tired. I could listen to Die With a Smile a couple times and be over it. You know what I mean? Who will likely win? You know, to me, it's kind of a tie between Gracie Abrams featuring Taylor Swift and, you know, I want to say Guess or The Boy's Mine. Honestly, there's like 3 contenders for me. Shoot. Let me just say Guess. I think that Guess will likely win. Who should not win? That's uncomfortable. I don't think the Us by Gracie Abrams and Taylor Swift should win. That's gonna really, someone's gonna unsubscribe from that sentence. I'm sorry, Gracie and Taylor's armies run strong. Best pop vocal album: Short and Sweet, Hit Me Hard and Soft, Eternal Sunshine, The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess, The Tortured Poets Department. My God. Okay. I love that Eternal Sunshine is included on this one, although she's not included on the album of the year, because we just need like some recognition that album was immaculate. Like, that album was amazing. It was so beautiful. I listened to it from front to back a 1,000 times. But The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess was so good. Hit Me Hard and Soft was also great. My personal favorites, also, I just realized these are all white women, and I don't even have a problem with that, actually. Unless I do. Do I? I feel like if I just didn't enjoy these albums so much, I might be like, that's a little suspicious. But I enjoyed them. So it's fine. Best pop vocal album. Who I think should win is Eternal Sunshine. Who I think will win? God. I just have a feeling they're going to go for the girl right now. I feel like they're going to go for the girl. I think they're going to go for Sabrina. You know, it's really hard for me to say Eternal Sunshine because I really, really want Chapel to get her flowers. And I haven't said her for like one of these nominations. And I feel so bad. Who I think should not be on there. I can't even. I know Tortured Poets Department. I listen to Tortured Poets Department, and I think that honestly the Swifties can agree. Swifties, check in with me. Do we think that Tortured Poets Department is going to get best pop vocal album or what? Let me know. I'm sorry about it. Best dance pop recording: Make You Mine by Madison Beer. I also didn't realize what the heck that was when I was reading. I was like, Make You Mine? Have I never heard that before? You've heard it before. Von Dutch by Charli XCX. One of my favorite songs of this whole entire year, by the way. La Amour de... The song in French by Billie Eilish. It's so embarrassing trying to pronounce things out loud in another language that you don't know. Yes and by Ariana Grande. And then Got Me Started by Troye Sivan. Who I think should get it is Von Dutch, okay? Von Dutch makes me want to shake my ass. That's the most obnoxious thing I've ever done. And then also, Yes and is such a good song. But I think it should be Von Dutch. Who I think will get it. I think Troy is going to get this one. I think that Got Me Started is actually something that has really taken over and people are really hyped about. Yeah. And then who I think should not get it Make You Mine by Madison Beer. I'm sorry, Madison, for some reason. There's just something about Madison Beer that's like too cookie cutter. And she's not even really that cookie cutter. There's something about her that I'm just like, I can't really, in comparison to all the other people on this list. I don't know. You know? Okay. The one that I'm going to discuss at length is Album of the Year. I listened to all of these albums just to make sure that I was being as fair as possible. So, Album of the Year options, and I'm just going to give all of my thoughts on all of these albums and then say who I think should get it, who I think will get it, and then who I don't think should get it. So, we have New Sun by Andre 3000, Cowboy Carter by Beyonce, Short and Sweet by Sabrina Carpenter, Brat, Charlie XCX. Is how you say this, did Jesse? If it's not, I'm embarrassed. If it is, oh thank God. It likely isn't. But did Jesse Volume 4? I should have just looked that up before I said that out loud. And then Hit Me Hard and okay, and then as if it's over. Hit Me Hard and Soft by Billie Eilish, The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess, The Tortured Poets Department, Taylor Swift. God, dude. Okay, let's actually walk through this list. I'm gonna give some of my thoughts. I'll try not to go too long. I listened simply for the fact that this was on the list and I wanted to be fair about it. I listened to New Blue Sun by Andre 3000, expecting something enjoyable. If you enjoyed this album, I wish I had like creative expression the way that people who enjoy this album do, because they're very open-minded to all types of music in a way that I just can't be, I don't think. If you listen to this album, I just don't know how you can, if you know anything about this album, it's like instrumental. The first song is called like I swear I wanted to make a rap album, but this is just the way that the wind blew. It's like the title is too long to fit on Spotify's screen, so you don't even know what the song is called until it like gets to the very end of it going on Spotify. I never really listened to Andre 3000 before, but I was genuinely very excited and hopeful for this when I was sitting down to review, and I was thoroughly disappointed. Then we got Cowboy Carter by Beyonce. You know, I don't want people to think that my bias, no. People are going to think that my bias is here because I'm a Black woman wanting to support a Black woman. I am somebody who is heavily creatively inspired by artists who I happen to be a Black woman who really identifies with all the things mentioned in this album as a fellow Black woman, but also I can just see this album's excellence for what it is. I said a while ago when I talked about this album that Lemonade will always be my favorite album from her because it is just objectively the best, and what she put in that album can't be replicated, and I am walking back on that. I am backtracking on that statement. Cowboy Carter is her best album because Lemonade is just one of the best albums in the world to me. The amount of times I can listen to Cowboy Carter beginning to end and not feel tired is insane. In the way that Lemonade, I've listened to it beginning to end and I've skipped more songs. That's really just it. Cowboy Carter is just insane. It's just so good. I fear though that she's not going to get this, and it's disappointing because I feel like what they should have done was award her for Lemonade, because now anything after that just kind of like just give it to her. She's the most winningest Grammy nominated person ever. If you don't give her something, it looks stupid. Like you look stupid, like you look wild. When you fumble on Lemonade and you don't award her anything after that, you fumbled forever. Like I feel like she deserves Album of the Year. I don't think she's gonna get it, but at the same time I kind of feel like she might even get it because Jay-Z was like, do the right thing. Okay, Short and Sweet by Sabrina Carpenter. I listened to Short and Sweet and I didn't enjoy it as much as the rest of the girlies in the world did for some reason. Not for some reason. I know. I just like, I'm not a big Sabrina Carpenter fan. I liked Emails I Can't Send, which was her last album, and I only got into it recently. And I just feel like I like that album better than Short and Sweet because she has like these fun, kind of easily digestible bops. But it just isn't like within my taste, but I see the hype. I just kind of feel like there are several factors that play into her rise of fame, but they don't really connect with me as a person that feels like it deserves album of the year. You know what I mean? Brat by Charlie XCX. This album defined culture in a way and I'm only 25, so this is not that crazy of a statement. I have not seen in a long time. And I'm only 25, okay? I haven't been an adult for that long, okay? I've not been alive for decades and took music as an adult for that long, okay? Like the lyrics are so interesting and have even like changed speech the way that we like, I could literally go up to a girl and be like, "Oh, you're so Julia." And somebody be like, "Oh my god, thanks." And you know exactly what that means because of her. Like even the marketing of Brat, the fact that it was the concert to be at, just a phenomenal album. And I was listening to it today, replaying so many songs that I hadn't fully appreciated the first time. Like I really like Mean Girls. I didn't initially like Apple, but of course, because it's been incredibly hyped up, I now appreciate it more, which is unfair the way that that works. I love Von Dutch. I also do like Brat, but the remix version. I really like that. I like that you put on Ariana on Sympathy as a Knife. Ugh. Okay. I need to get out of here. Jesse, this is horrible if I'm mispronouncing this. Volume 4, Jacob Collier. Collier. By the way, isn't Jacob Collier like, I remember him being like, wasn't he like kind of on the level of like a YouTuber MagCon Vine guy, but like with talent? Was he not? Am I getting myself confused? I swear if I'm thinking of Jacob Sartorius, I'm gonna cry. No, but like I feel like his rise to fame happened around that time. No, somebody let me know. I listened to this album, not the full thing. I need to listen to the full thing. I need to sit down. And I felt my soul fill up, similar to a way that I felt when I listened to Cowboy Carter, because he has so many themes that feel kind of gospel feeling. I don't know anything about music. Oh my God, that's not apparent. I appreciated it. I liked it. It like filled me up. I'm going to go back and listen to a couple songs. Fear that I became not a fan, but just somebody that's going to go back and listen to his music because it's been nominated. Hit Me Hard and Soft. This was such a good album. There are so many songs on there that really stand out. If you want to hear my thoughts on Hit Me Hard and Soft and want to see my reaction, I reacted to it on this channel. But essentially, this feels like a sexy sad girl dance club album. And I enjoyed it really thoroughly, especially the one that was nominated for Best Pop Dance Song, the La Amor thing that I can't pronounce. I really liked that one, and I really like Blue. Blue is such a good song. That's such a killer way to end the album. Start and the end of the album are so good. Such like the fact that they said that they thought this was going to be like their flop album. That's hilarious. I have said this before. Billie Eilish and Phineas were meant to create art on their time in Earth. Like there are a few people that I feel are meant to like do things, are meant to spend their time in a very specific way. But Billy and Phineas are meant to do this, and you know, like you just feel it. It's crazy. The rise and fall of a Midwest princess, Chapel. Dear Lord, Chapel. Talk about changing culture. Talk about changing culture. Here's this Midwest princess, lesbian promoter of our drag queens, trans queens. Thank you for your contribution to what you've done to the culture and to music, and for this amazing album that I listen to consistently as well. Oh my God. I think this is phenomenal. Like, I think this is also her debut, and it really just took her off. Everyone is so incredibly inspired by Chapel. I think she also has that beat. She's like an old school feel of like a I don't give a kniss. I don't give a kniss. That also shows up in her voice. Which also her voice is so interesting and unique. I love that about her. She just has such an interesting, distinct voice. The Tortured Poets Department, Taylor Swift. I reacted to this. I liked some songs, and I liked it better than I thought I was going to. And I will say, Taylor, I feel like Taylor's done some amazing, great things, and she constantly is overlooked and undermined. I don't want to say this album is like not that great, but it's not to me like I don't think this should trump any of the other albums. I'll just say that. So let's get into who I think should win, who I think will win, who should not win. Who I think should win, take a guess is what I'm at. Cowboy Carter. Yeah, I think it should be Cowboy Carter. Who I think will win, I think Brat is gonna win. I don't know why. That seems like an odd choice because I should have said the Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess. Now I'm gonna backtrack and just say the Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess because God. Okay, actually, you know what? Okay. Let me give my ranking of who I think should win. Cowboy Carter. Number 2 should be Brat, especially for what it did for the culture. Number 3, The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess. At number 4, Hit Me Hard and Soft. My God. Because that actually hit me so hard, left me so soft. 5, did Jesse, volume 4. And then I'm going to do Short and Sweet, Tortured Poets Department, and then last, aka the least deserving, Andre 3000, New Blue Sun. I really had a hard time trying to enjoy that. I really did. I think we'll win Brat or Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess. Dude, I don't even know. Dude. Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess. And then who I think should not win, Andre 3000. Dear Lord, my God. That one was for the archives. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for watching. Give me a like or comment anything that you agreed with or disagreed with. I appreciate anybody who has subscribed to my channel and left any sort of affirmation. I appreciate the people who are silently watching because I am a silent watcher as well. Wherever you are, whoever you are, whatever you're doing, just know whatever art you create, the validation that you get, the external validation, the accolades, the acknowledgement or unacknowledgement that you receive does not define it. Your value is in whatever you create. The external validation is just a benefit.